And this one is hurting more, and I don't like
Hello.
it.
I feel like that one, yeah, that does hurt.
Hello.
Welcome to Flu Talk.
Yep.
No,
Everybody
that's
get
not it.
vaccinated. Let's go.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
get vaccinated. Stop breathing on each other. All that good stuff. Welcome to GutPunchRP, where we play TTRPGs and do a little stuff for charity. Today, we are going to be playing Fractured Peninsula, our D&D 5e long-form campaign. We're on episode something or other. Let's say 7. Sounds good. And we are... 4?
That's one thing I've definitely forgot to keep track of in these notes, so I don't know.
4 and 18 episodes is where we are.
13. That's a 1 and a 3.
I'm not in charge of anything. Anyway, we do charity stuff. If you would like to be entered to win this fantastic swamp gas balloon from the D&D Wild Beyond the Witchlight collection, donating as little as $1 to our Tiltify for Doctors Without Borders gets you entered. We will then draw that around the New Year time, whatever episode gets close to their, But yes, thank you for your donations. Thank you for supporting that, and good luck in the contest. What else do we do? We have a sponsor. Our sponsor is Dungeons Gate, a local Midwest gaming store out of, Iowa. If you go to their website, I'm sorry, it's always bad. If you go to their website and use the code GutPunchRP, you can get 10% off any item that is not already on sale. They have an awesome selection of books and dice and minis, paints, comic books, games. I already said that, I think, but all the things, all the friendly local gaming store things. So check them out. They also have an adorable little chonk of a dog who has her own shirts. So really, that's, I think, the thing you need to be getting.
And there's a stuffed animal. There's a plushie version of Olive now.
Olive, friends of Olive.
Oh my god.
She is a little chonk. I think those are the two important things. And then I got to do a recap about what we've done so far. Our intrepid team, essentially thus far, has met up in a tavern and gone on a fetch quest. A totally normal fetch quest where nothing happened at all to anybody. Just a little Fae meeting, and maybe just a little Warlock pact, and maybe just a little getting the party separated. And then they come back, have a nice fight on the road, as you must do in D&D, and are finding themselves back at the coast, back where they started in Black Rock Port. It is their second day there. They've spent one night back in the city so far. They found out a couple things. Maybe Mori is wanted by the authorities, according to her boss, who's not super reliable.
I mean, if I was, I have no idea what that could be about.
No idea. None at all.
No idea.
From there, we have a sibling who's back in town at Tamora's temple. One of... I don't know your last name, Triss. What is this? Yep. We're on it. Don't even worry, guys.
See, this is why my character says her whole name like every time I say it.
This is why I made mine a joke with the inspiration for the character.
I don't think I ever picked a last name, guys.
So the family of the Temple of Tamora, we'll work on it. We'll get back. Has Silver, the eldest sibling in town? Yeah,
Now they are.
All right. And I feel like one other thing happened. Do I know? No? Just things for tomorrow, things for right now? I should write stuff down. I had notes and I never will do anything. Okay, but with that, we do find ourselves with the party reconvening at the temple In the morning, after having a good night's rest, the temple is awakening. We have Gloves and Mori approaching from the road on the outside. And we have our other three, Triss, Rain, and Liz, inside together, entering the lobby.
I believe we've already gathered, and there was a lot of chaos, right?
I feel like there was. I rewatched the end, and
Okay.
then
I deadlifted a
Yeah.
That's
A
right.
marble vase, I believe.
Yeah.
Little light
Yeah.
accidental
Yeah.
vandalism.
Yeah.
It's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
So we did that, and we are off to meet Aunt Marilyn to get some stuff done.
Yes. We just, I think we're getting ready for breakfast. We just gave Aunt Marilyn the recap of what we did, and she fell asleep. And Silver's
her.
there. Yeah.
All right. So you have just finished your verbose explanation, clearly too verbose for Aunt Marilyn, who has let her head sort of fall to her shoulder and is snoring, maybe a little bit theatrically. And her snores just cut through the silence as you have finished this explanation. And Silver, kind of a little bit behind her high back chair, just lets out a little, like, snorting laugh. And goes, "Good luck, I'm off to breakfast," and, like, walks out of the room the other way. And as the door closes, it goes from a little giggle to a just cackle as they see themselves out of this room and situation. And on the other side, behind your aunt, is the very nervous little acolyte, Korba, who's just sighing heavily.
Aunt Marilyn. Aunt Marilyn. Aunt Marilyn.
She, like, slaps your hands away before they even, like, really touch her face. I heard the whole thing. Yes, you're big, scary adventurers now. You did a whole little, sojourn out into the wilds, and you need something identified.
Yes!
None of you can do that. And she sort of, like, looks
No.
very scrutinizingly at you all. Not it. Oh.
I can do this. And more like druid crafts, like a dandelion.
Oh. Helpful in this
But-
particular situation.
That was kind of my point. Yeah.
Well, okay. And she gets very businesslike, sort of leans forward on, like, her two little elbows. As you know, we charge adventurers for these services, and she's looking very serious all of a sudden. Can't just be giving things away to friends and family, and it would take away our reputation. So it's 10 gold an item.
Have family members ever really been charged before? Like, of my recollection of family members coming and going.
I'm gonna say roll me a history check, just for fun.
This feels right. Okay. I don't have my character sheet up. However, she's a dummy, and that's a 5.
Okay. As one of the youngest siblings, you often were not there for, like, the first time someone would come back from an adventure.
Mhm.
You know, generally, as someone who works for the temple, that there are fees for services. It's kind of what keeps you all in proverbial house and home. And she does charge other people 10 gold.
This feels right. Yes, we are official adventurers now, so this would make sense. Okay, so, and she's gonna turn back to the group, like, what all do we have identified? We have a couple potions. We have my coin, or the coin, that I am currently holding. What else is there? Notes.
Yeah. Checking my inventory to see if I took anything. No. Okay. Notes.
Just kind of
I think it
Corva comes over on Marilyn's shoulder, and they're holding a very quiet, like, whispered conversation.
Try to. No. Maury wouldn't do that. He would not actually try to listen. And no.
Do it. Do it.
Would Rain or Gloves know anybody else in the city that can identify something that would not charge us 10 gold a damn item?
Say either of you can roll a history check because you are associated with guilds and magic stuff.
I feel like my guild's probably going to charge more. They're probably like, yeah, it's 15 scrub.
Damn.
Those
Is there
kids
like
are
an
gonna like.
errand we could do for
You said this was
in
what kind of check?
exchange?
History, please.
History, that is a 17.
Yeah, no, that's a 5.
Okay.
Okay, we have a thick. Wait. Thick red, muddy red potion.
Yes.
Wow, my handwriting's atrocious.
You should have a green potion, a black potion, the red one, which you're pretty sure is a health potion.
Okay.
Right.
What the old lady gave you, Gloves, the spice or whatever, and then the coin, I think is this.
Okay.
But do correct me if I'm wrong,
So
because
will
my
it be-
handwriting is also garbage.
It would be 50 gold for everything?
It would be also with your roll. Sorry, I was trying to.
Yeah.
You would know that 10 gold is the cost of like a spell scroll that will do that. So the standard price is just kind of that. You also might want to elbow somebody in the ribs and get them to negotiate.
It's not gonna be me.
Gloves will sort of look at Rain. Does Rain speak Thieves' Cant? No, because you're a sorcerer. Right?
Yeah.
But Gloves will just sort of look at Rain and shrug and go, I mean, that's the market price. Sort of like looking for Rain to then take any possible haggling. Gloves does not overly care. Gotta spend money to make money around here.
Yeah.
Is that frozen? No.
No, sorry. I was trying to my brain was frozen. Rain's gonna walk over to Triss and be like, help me haggle a friends and family discount.
Do.
Or rather, I will help you haggle a friends and family discount.
Oh, that'd be a bad idea. I mean, we could. It would be hilarious, but I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna be a great idea.
Okay, you help me then.
Okay. Guidance.
So you put your hand on Rain's shoulder and guide them. And what do you say to Aunt Marilyn to convince her to give you the friends and family rate that you're not sure exists?
Rain is going to try to make a point about it being Triss's items and that we have more than just one or two. And maybe the amount of items could be what drops the price. So we can go from 50 down to 30.
Bulk prices?
I mean, all right. What do you got to add, Triss?
Oh, I have to assist? Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you asking me to talk? All right, hold on. Know this
Talk
lady.
to your grandma.
No.
Aunt
I
Marilyn
mean,
looks like
this
she.
stuff would really, really help us to survive on the next round, and or maybe if it's something we could donate back to the church, if it's not something we feel we could practically use amongst us.
All right, Rain, roll at advantage.
All right, what am I rolling? Perception or
Persuasion,
persuasion?
or if you're lying to
Yeah.
Grandma, I guess deception. Great aunt.
Grandma, auntie, one of them. That's actually not bad. Persuasion. 21.
Ooh.
Oh, 19.
All right. Aunt Marilyn sort of surveys you all a little bit imperiously for like a couple extra seconds. And then sort of with a little bit more speed than you have seen from her previously, stands up and goes, "Sounds good, I'm going to brunch." And turns and starts walking, and just over her shoulder calls, "Corva, take care of the whole thing, discount and all 30 gold for whatever the hell they're doing. I need a mimosa." She just shuffles away.
I'm gonna wait until
Love her.
she's
Thank
gone.
you, Aunt.
And is the notion that the acolyte is who's gonna identify?
Yeah, like, she's trained. She's been there a while, so she can do it.
Perfect. As soon as the aunt is gone, like gone, I can no longer hear her footsteps. I'm gonna turn to the acolyte and be like, "So you're definitely not gonna charge us for this, right?"
Are you intimidating this acolyte?
I guess it would just depend on how she's reacted to me before. I'm not sure if I know that history right now. If she's been like standoffish to me like since I've been here the last couple of months, then yes. But if she's been neutral or kind, then no.
Roll me a d20 and let's see if y'all are friends.
Fuck it, we ball. Yeah, I rolled another 19.
All right. Generally, you all have been pretty friendly. There's only like 6 people here, so like a new person is like a great boon to the entire social economy. So as you say this, she does kind of lean back. Well, I mean, as long as Triss will run interference with, Lady Marilyn.
I think that can be arranged.
Okay. And she will begin the process of identifying your items. She's going to do it through ritual casting, so it will take a little bit each time. Is there any particular one you want to start with, or do you just want to like let her do them all and come back after brunch?
Triss will put the coin like front and center.
Okay, first.
Yeah.
She will start this casting on the coin, kind of sitting on a flat spot in front of a fireplace, like a big circular hearth, and just starting to kind of put the chalk marks down. She'll go through the whole 10-minute casting. The coin glows slightly, and she hands it back to you. It has a spell on it. It's called Jim's Magic Coin. I don't know who Jim is. That's just what it said. But it's like more finite. You only have 5 uses. Okay.
What is it? It uses to do what?
Oh, it's a spell. It like lights up. Then you can throw it places. I guess I don't know how you could. It's pretty much a coin with like a kind of daylight spell on it, but it is in the normal
Cool.
D&D situation.
Okay.
Jim's Magic Coin.
We'll track that down.
I
Thank you.
had them all open at once.
It's like a glow stick, but a coin.
Exactly. And she will start going on this next one. If you are going to continue and wait, she can do the dust or either of the other 2 potions next.
If we don't mind, the dust, please. Because we'll just like shove it across the dust.
Right. All right, so you go get through the dust as she's standing there, doing the exact same thing and the exact same motions, the chalk on the floor thickening with each stroke. And it is, of course, dust of deliciousness.
Yeah.
And as she goes through and does the potions, the black potion is kind of swirling in the jar with an element of silver to it. She tells you it is a potion of fog cloud, so a use of the spell fog cloud in a potion form. The green one swirls with inclusions of gold, and it is a potion of animal speaking.
Mm.
A little extra animal speaking never hurt. And there you go.
So we use the potion of fog cloud by just slamming it against the ground, right?
Yeah, you just toss it and it fog clouds out from your center point in a
Sick.
whatever size radius that is.
Mhm.
Whatever the spell says.
It's fog cloud's massive for some reason.
Pretty dang big, yeah.
Yeah, it goes around corners and stuff.
Mhm. And the red potion, we were pretty sure it was a healing potion, but did we get confirmation on like what strength?
It is just a regular one, not
Okay, cool.
entry level healing potion.
Sweet.
All right. And as you've been sitting here, like very quietly watching Corva like do this 5 times, 4 times, whatever it was, you do hear peals of laughter coming from the doors that closed where everyone was apparently going to brunch. If you want to join Aunt Marilyn at brunch.
Can't say I do.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's go.
I mean, it's free food also,
I'm hungry, yeah.
D&D.
Yeah.
So you are
Real
able to
food
just
would be good.
push these doors open. Right now the table is kind of spread with like pastries and fruit. Nothing hot right this exact second, but Marilyn seems to have gone through, a good part of a pitcher of mimosas, and Silver looks like is a little flushed and eating like melon and has a stein of probably some sort of ale in their hand and are having a grand old time discussing stories. And every now and then as you're approaching, you just hear a peal of laughter and then and that's when I cut his head clean off, and more laughter. Just reliving the old stories,
Just like a quick question. How long roughly was one ritual cast of Identify?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Rain's gonna hang back and rejoin the group in 15 minutes.
All right. We will go, the 4 of you kind of walking out to join Marilyn. The first person to greet you, obviously, is Silver, who says, welcome. Now we can get some goddamn bacon out here. And as you take your seats around the table, we will go back to Rain. What are you up to?
I was hanging back with the acolyte because I wanted to thank her for, taking the risk. And I had one more item, the smooth stone that Rain possesses.
Mhm.
And I placed that in front of the acolyte. Could you attempt to identify those?
What is your perception?
My
Sorry.
perception?
Yeah, the one on the side. You're just... I also feel like I have that in here.
Oh, the passive perception?
Yes, passive perception. Thank
Ooh,
you.
it's not good. It's 11.
All right. So there's a moment of silence as this coin sits on the floor in front of Corva. And then very carefully, and you kind of almost didn't notice, but she put a glove on. And she very, very carefully goes and picks it up and in a very fluid motion stands and kind of takes it over to a beam of sunlight that's coming through one of the windows and looks at it in the sunlight and is very, very, like, disconcertingly still for a long moment. And in silence this whole time, she turns back to you, kind of takes your hands and puts the stone back in there and closes your hand around it. That is a stone from the goddess of this temple. It is supremely lucky to the chosen few who have it, and can be supremely unlucky to others. And, like, at this point you notice that her face is in awe, like she has tears in her eyes. This is a huge deal for her to be seeing this.
Okay. I thank her once again. And I would have caught Triss before this, but I will give her 20 gold of my own.
Yeah, I will take that out of the inventory.
All right. She will just sort of, like, she's still very, very stunned and just, like, holds the gold and sort of, like, awkwardly bows to you in a way she has not previously. Have a blessed day.
You don't need to bow to me.
Okay. I'm gonna go. She's, like, very slowly starting to back away. And bows one more time and then, like, turns through a door and just kind of leaves you.
Cool, I'm gonna haul off to breakfast.
Fair. So, we find ourselves back at breakfast, where there's the array of fruits and various brunch beverages, and starting to come out from the back, carried by another one of the acolytes, a dwarven woman. We have the hot food. There is bacon, there is eggs, there is a various, like, sort of, like, vegetarian dishes, also just, like, kippery type things, just really coastal breakfast as well. And Aunt Marilyn is going to town. This is a little old lady who can eat her weight in brunch food, apparently. So did you all find out what you needed with your little things you found on your first adventure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Quick question though, who's that? And points to the dwarven acolyte.
Okay. We find the name. Have to scroll up. I was in the wrong spot. Okay. This is going to be... Oh, that's Acolyte Mer. She's been here and, like, very old. Kind of almost looks on par of an age with Aunt Marilyn. She's been here as long as... Well, maybe not me, but someone's kid. Not one of these ones. Back when we were younger, and starts out a story about how they used to flash ships, pretty much. Just shenanigans is what these two are up to. What did you... Why did you need to know? Mer, join us! She brings out, like, the last tray of pretty much egg dish and sets it directly in front of you, Liz.
Yeah, not to assume anything, but we found a note that well, see, you're a dwarf, and
You're tall.
Yeah,
Are you
well,
a human?
yeah, I am.
Okay.
But I think we have we found a note that is in Dwarvis and not in to assume that you would know how know, but like
So you don't think I can read?
no, that's not what I was just
Sorry.
I-
You're all right. 10 gold.
why does ever 1 gold?
1 gold and something interesting. What you got? She takes out like a little cigarillo and lights it and just starts smoking at the table.
I love these old ladies.
Bunch of scammers.
Hey, they're scamming for Tamora.
Are you sure they're not scamming for bingo?
We'll call him A, we'll
You
call him
know,
B.
call back,
I mean, bingo's all luck, so.
Yeah.
He's
so
like, the
G39.
temple bingo is rough.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
Gets bloody by the end of the night, yeah.
Why do you think I'm a cleric?
Liz begins to just like take off her scarf and was like, I guess I have this.
Okay,
This is just
wait. Insight check on Liz. Is this a sentimental item that she's sad about losing?
You don't like she's already if you've paid sorry, turn off the accent. If you paid any bit of attention to when she goes through her little listing off of things, she has mentioned multiple times that the scarf was made by one of the younger siblings and was given to her before she left.
Triss will pull out a gold and be like, Acolyte Mare, we always appreciate your wisdom and your knowledge in translating this item, and we would not want to skirt the effort and the time that you were offering to do this favor for us. Tomorrow be with you. Guidance.
She's known you your whole life, and she just kind of chews on her cigarillo, but looks at you, goes, once a kiss ass, always a kiss ass, and throws the coin back to you. Give me the note. Alright, now I just gotta scroll the other way, find the note. Just give me a second here. And she will just kind of, in the margins, scribble off what the note reads as, which I should have copied and pasted. Okay. So it is a note to Bara, who was the guild leader that you met in Melvar. It says to be, so you're guessing, but based on the language. The vein can be accessed via the tubes. They don't seem to be able to sense the incursion. This could undercut the monopoly. Monopoly, as the acolyte explains to you, it's not the English word or the common word for monopoly. It is a specific dwarven word that has kind of like a deeper meaning. And she's like, well, it's like when your families own something forever, but generational, everyone owns it. It's a whole thing. You can read a book about it or something. I don't fucking know. And then there's a bunch of math, which... Is anyone good at math? Anyone want to roll a math roll?
Would
I'll
Rain be
try,
back on that?
sure.
Someone can add like an intelligence and a proficiency if they feel like they've done math in their life.
Does anyone in this party have a positive intelligence modifier?
Oh lord.
I do!
Yeah.
Get him, Maury.
I'm a chef.
Is Rain back
I mean,
right now?
it's only a +1, but it's at least a plus.
I'm in the negative, so go for
I'm
it.
positive too, so maybe I'll just like.
You do it. You take it.
No,
Yeah.
I'll just help. I'll help you because
Okay.
this is game.
I'm
Okay.
strong and pretty.
Guidance!
Oh, wait, that's not a d20. Okay. Wait.
Triss is like
There we
full
go.
on leaning across the table and like patting people on the face as she's giving guidance.
Okay.
The face?
Okay.
It's just
You said plus
slapping.
proficiency, Dan?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. In that case, That's gonna be a 19.
All right. So as you're kind of looking at this,
All that time doing the books at work helped.
Mhm.
All right.
yeah, like measuring
Cooking
volumes
the
and
books.
stuff. This is volume in a way you've not necessarily seen it before because you don't often deal with metal, but you gather that it is an enormous amount of, as the next line of the note points out, mithril.
Oh,
So then they're trying to do math on like how much this vein could be worth. And it is in the millions, many millions of times of gold for the weight of this, which and the note sort of closes with, "This could be our ticket to the throne." And then there's like a little burnt part at the bottom where it didn't quite make it through the basement situation.
I think upon this information being like given to us, I think Gloves like visibly sits up a little straighter.
Myrrh hands the note back, sort of like laughing through a cloud of smoke, goes, "Y'all are gonna get in some trouble with this one."
Yes, we are.
sure are.
I already have gotten into some trouble, so
Mm.
Not this trouble.
We have gotten into inconvenience trouble. Millions of gold is a bit more than that.
I'm
Millions
down
of-
for millions of gold.
It's millions of gold on this throne. And she kind of points at the word for throne, which again is not exactly like a common translation. It means something a little bit more.
yeah, what does that mean?
All the dwarven high houses. Someone's trying to be on top, I would guess.
And table question.
Mhm.
Does she know that we have this note?
Does the
Bara, there you go.
bar? No, because it was in the like
Yeah, we found it
trash
down
in the
there.
bottom. Yeah, you found
Oh,
that
right,
and a
okay.
piece of
Oh.
ore, which safe to assume is mithril.
What was the
Okay.
sentence?
Yeah.
What was the
Gloves.
sentence between incursion to math? I missed the line.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
They don't seem to be able to sense the incursion. This could undercut the monopoly.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
There was a mark at the bottom of it.
No, it was just kind of burnt off. Like, it seems like you're missing, like, the signature. And if there
Oh,
were a
okay.
PS, you'd be missing the PS. But
Okay. So we don't know who this note was from, just that it was addressed to Bara.
yes, it was
And-
in her basement. with
And
a BR.
Bara did say that she had a job that she'd be interested in us doing.
Is that for me? Yes.
That no,
What?
that was just
Oh,
like
okay.
me adding, me the player adding
Mhm.
more to
An
the
opportunity.
pot
for
of
us to-
knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gloves will definitely pull out like a little bundle of peppermint leaves and start like very, very like anxiety brain on, just like chewing on them with the like sharper snake fangs on the side. Just running like ideas through his own head. This is definitely something to be very careful about. In fact, I think outside of everyone here right now, we perhaps don't even mention that we have this until we get an idea of what we want to do.
In terms of what we're gonna do, I mean, I wouldn't say no to another job outside of the city sometime soon. just nice to get out into the world. Yeah.
I just have one thing I need to take care of, and then I'm good to go.
I now feel like I should stop by the guild and see how much information we have on dwarven nobility, since that's going to be relevant.
I need to go to the post office.
Do you want company on that one? Since you're kind of.
I just don't. I just need to know where it is. But if somebody wants to come with me, it's probably for the best.
I can come along if you want a buddy.
All right. Do you know where the post office is?
You would.
Yeah. Send packages all the time for work. Yeah. From the shop.
Are we going straight into post office stuff? What do y'all, as you're eating breakfast, getting bacon, Silver's sitting there still, you got Aunt Marilyn if you have any other questions, anything else at the table.
Triss is going to then proceed to like little sister grill Silver on what they've been up to and how their adventure went, and is immediately like that little like sibling, like, did you kill a dragon? How many people did you fight? Did you get to travel across the mountains? Did you cross the sea? And just it's a barrage of questions before they can get a single word in. But then she's just going to like very enraptured listen to what they've been up to.
As everyone else is scheming and you start just kind of talking at Silver, you will notice that, like, it's been the better part of a year since you've seen them, but they look like especially tired and a little bit drawn. And as you're just kind of grilling them with these questions, and it gets closer to like pretty much what have they been doing, their eyes seem to go a little out of focus for a second, and they just take a deep breath. Well, the life of an adventurer is not always an easy one, and it's been a rough go of it these past 6 months, I guess. When I left, I went north, up the coast a little bit past up the coast, I guess. And this is a generally known map, kind of the northern quadrant. There is a fort called Glander Pass. It is part mining and part shipping, like it is built into a mountain. And then kind of further northwest of that, there is a series of marshes known as the Salt Marshes, the Great Salt Marsh. It is huge. And Silver just goes, it's been trouble from Glander Pass to the marshes. Someone seems to be picking at the defenses of the pass, and lost a lot of good people defending defensible walls, chasing people all the way to the goddamn marshes and not finding anything. Takes like a very, very deep drink of their ale. Can't explain it. I'm not obviously the best detective, but there were other people there smarter than me who couldn't suss out why it was happening, who was doing it. I said follow the money. There's so much money in that town, no one could seem to follow it to anywhere. And she sort of spits on the floor, and your grandma, or Aunt Marilyn, sort of slaps them in the shoulder, and just says something like under their breath in like a language that most of you don't understand, but it's pretty much just swearing at them for spitting. And Silver goes back into it. I don't know. Could be a coup. Could be something attached to your little mining expedition. Could just be. And then just kind of again loses themselves a little bit and like looks off into the middle distance. And Aunt Marilyn kind of turns to you, and like that silence is like, Like they said, the life of an adventurer. Sometimes you lose more than you can articulate. And she's sort of like tapping Silver's hand with like her withered hand. Oh.
I'm just gonna go like give Silver a huge hug, and for I'm gonna do my Fey gift, so bonus action, help him, and give him some temporary hit points. So just purely mechanics, not anything special, but like a little soft glow as I'm like trying to give him a little small boost.
They kind of like take it for a second and then just like older sibling like Heisman you. Yeah, okay.
They're gonna have to really try because I'm cleaning.
All right, give me a strength check.
Oh boy, I'm great at these guys.
Ooh, also not great. I only got
Is
a
this a
7.
check or a saving throw?
It's just a check.
Okay. That's a -1. So that means I gotta take away a point. Well, I rolled a 12.
Well, you did better than they did, so they're like trying now harder and harder to just like push. They're like, okay, I got it. I love you too.
Accept the love.
They just like give you like a kiss on the forehead. A sigh. Oh. You just stay safe out there.
I will, of course. I'm surrounded by friends. And as long as I keep healing them, they'll go great.
Mm-hmm. And just kind of like a little bit of a sad look crosses their face. And they give you like one more like really, really uncomfortably tight hug. And then they kind of turn, and this sort of balcony is the bow of a ship, so they kind of Titanic style like walk to the very front and just look out over the ocean as the wind like whips their hair. Aunt Marilyn just like lightly touches you on the shoulder and goes, like they said, stay safe out there, and like also gives you like a very big hug.
Accept it and hug her back.
You know, just it's a big continent. Don't trust everyone. Got such a good heart. Keep them safe. And get me more mimosa on the way out.
I can do that. And go trot off to the kitchen to go make some more mimosas.
She also, like, as you kind of like disengage from the hug, just has like a single old lady tear running down her cheek.
Oh,
She's gonna miss you. And she turns very severely to the rest of you after Triss has sort of wandered off. It's like, and you all keep her safe. She's the baby? I'm so sick of them all leaving, and you just... like I said, keep her safe.
Will do.
Okay. And she, like, totters up to you, Red. She's like, you've been here long enough. Give me a hug.
Oh, gets pulled into the hug.
May Tamora bless you. And just, like, gives you a significant look as she releases from the hug, and then just also goes around and hugs anyone else who will hug her.
Sure, I'll accept a hug.
Oh, you are just such a sweet young man. May Tamora bless you as well.
Thanks. And also with you? Is that right?
Good enough.
Okay.
How many mimosas has it been?
How many moons?
Mimosas.
Mimosas, like half a pitcher. Like, she's partying. It's like Sunday right now, and she doesn't have a temple to preach to, so.
It's
for
straight
her.
up bottomless mimosas.
Right?
Hell yeah, Marilyn. Hell yeah.
Living the
Thank
dream.
you.
All 6 people that are at this temple. Finally, she turns to you, Gloves, and goes, you're the cook, yes?
Yes, I do the cooking.
Oh, okay. and starts like digging through her pouches and goes, This is Triss's favorite tea. Triss, what would your favorite tea be?
Oh boy. Probably something with rose petals, green tea, and probably a little bit of hibiscus. Yeah, can't say that word with the HISB. Okay.
Yep, hibiscus.
There we go.
Head bitch in charge.
Gotcha.
That's what I heard.
And she kind of closes it into your hand. It's like, if Triss ever misses home, just steep a little of this for her, will you?
Of course. She'll be well fed.
Thank you. And kind of plops back down in her chair and starts now doing the entire like war stories thing with Myrrh, who is now helping with the mimosa pitcher in a significant way.
I come back with 2 pitchers, ready to reload.
That's my girl. Thank you. If you need a place tonight, obviously you're welcome back. Otherwise, send a message every now and then. One of you knows how to do that, right?
One of us.
Oh, bless you all. Made Tamora something you. Turns back to Myrrh and starts going back to stories.
Well, after the post office, we can swing by the guild, see if there's any information that I can dig up, and then make our way back to her, I guess.
All right, so we will do the post office then. Or are we going as a group?
No need to split up, I don't
Sure.
think.
Safety in numbers at the post office makes sense. All right, so the post office, as you take this long winding road up from the beach, away from Tamora's temple, and through the temple district, you find yourselves pretty much back at the pub where you started, and you turn down the long road that goes towards the ocean. About halfway down it, the post office sits. It is a fairly large building. It acts as a post office for both stuff coming in from the water and stuff coming in from land, so it is one of the larger ones on the continent, actually. You know, for your diaries and what have you. But as you enter, it is a very, like, polished wooden building. There are a few people sitting at the desks. It is open on a Sunday, amazingly enough. Everyone kind of is looking a little bit bored, but it's got those good, like, 6:30 to 11:15 hours happening right now, and you just made it. Welcome to the post office. How can we post you today?
And then Liz starts searching through her personage and then like digging through her pack, and then eventually pulls out this like kind of like crumpled, like been opened red like note, and says, okay, I need to send a secured package that will contain some letters and some gold in it.
And where would you like to send that to?
Here's the address. And like slides the paper with
And
the
They
the
pull out a
D&D
map.
version of an address with
Yeah, they unroll a map and start sort of like triangulating where this actually is, and do some like calculations for mileage and all that sort of stuff. And how much in the weight of what you're sending?
It
I have a scale also. If you just, I'm not great at the script. It's like my 4th day.
okay, and like pulls out her pouch of all of her gold and puts it on the scale. So This would be the maximum amount of weight that I would need, but I'll have to take from this how much it would cost.
You've created a word problem.
Oh, okay. So they start.
This is algebra.
Yeah,
It's an algebra class. I don't like it.
they get a little bit panicked and start like,
Do you have any preset package, like preset boxes that it's the same cost for every box that gets sent out, no matter the weight?
Any flat rate?
Flat rates.
The priority
Yes.
package boxes. Let me get one of those. And they bring out like one of the special insured ones, which was like a small, essentially chest. These ones, they cost for your rate of, it's gonna be, what is it? How much gold are you trying to send?
I am trying to send 93 gold would be the max that I have.
We can, okay, in the flat rate, we're not, okay, we're gonna put this flat rate box back. And they turn and they kind of take it back and put it, and they come back with essentially like a cigar box sized one. And they go, you just, okay, we'll stack this and we'll take 75. And then he takes like another 10 for the weight. And it's not going to leave till next week because that's when the route goes. If you're doing priority flat rate.
Okay, well that'd be fine.
Okay. And just sort of calculates it out. You will be sending a good amount of money to your family, and all of your gold is gone.
Okay.
In this imaginary world where I'm not doing any goddamn math right now.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's what I figured.
But yes, you are sending a lot of money to your family, and it is insured. It's going out next week on, the BlackRock Express. Is there anything else I can do for you fine folks today? Stamps? Or possibly a memorial Christmas tree ornament? It's like a little homework thing.
No, thank you. I think that was all the business that we had.
Thank you for choosing us as your courier.
Have a good one.
And as you turn away, they're like, I gotta fucking practice.
You did great.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Guidance.
All right.
As I'm leaving.
Maury feels so much kinship with this postal worker.
Right. As you kind of turn out and start back down the street, we are heading towards the beautiful, little bit smoggy, little bit dirty harbor. And we will take our break on our way to the harbor. So, what do I have to do at the break? So, thank you for joining us on Twitch. If you are watching this on the YouTubes, we will be back with the second half of this in like a week. Correct? Something like that. If you are on Twitch, we will be back in just about 5 minutes. A reminder that we are raising money for charity, so please donate to our Tilt of 5 for Doctors Without Borders, and you can enter to win a super sweet balloon that shows up every now and then in the slideshow. Otherwise, see y'all in 5 minutes. Huzzah!